right, y'all, welcome back. So as you can see, probably by the thumbnail and the title, we are going to try to tent camp with a portable air conditioner. I've never done this, and I have used the air conditioner once in the van, but I picked up this new tent. It's an Ozark Trail tent from Walmart, and I'll show you why I grabbed this one specifically once we get it set up. But it is currently, I think, 91 degrees. I can show you that quick. Yeah, you can see that there, 91. And I think that's going to be the high for today. There is a chance of storms tonight, like around midnight, so we'll see how that turns out. But we just need to go ahead and get this tent set up. I've only got so much extension cord, so I'm gonna have to set it up over here somewhere, kind of a ways away from the fire pit, but it just is what it is. All right, so there we go. We don't have the fly on it yet, but this is a 6-person tent, and I should be able to basically stand up right in the center of it. But the reason I grabbed this one specifically is it's got this little section here in the front that sticks out, and it's got this little door here, and this is like a little locker for your shoes, and there's a door on the inside that zips up. So I'll be able to run the air conditioner hose right out through here and zip it down tight. But let's go ahead and get that rain fly put on quick. All right, there we go. So there are a couple other spots where you can guy it out. It comes with some lines for these sides, so you can pull that out. Same with the rear. The rear one does open all the way up. There's a zipper, and you can pull that out, and on the side here also. But since I'm gonna be trying to hold the cool air inside, I don't want to pull those out. But let's step in here. Yeah, I can stand up. Oop, I gotta get these doors closed because I'm letting in the bugs. But yeah, I can stand straight up right in the middle, which is nice. This is a nice tent for being Walmart. I'm stoked on it. I think there is like there's a little gear mesh thing you can hang up, and there is also like a little thing you can hang from the wall or something. But I guess let's get our air conditioner set up in here and our thermometer set up and see how that works for us. Oh, I'm already leaking. We'll just set her up right in the corner. Dang, I'm letting all the skeeters in here. Hose just clicks in the back here. Have enough cord for this. Well, do we run it in over yonder? Why don't we just run it in the way you're supposed to? Couldn't see the hole. Get out of here, fly. And it's on. Takes a second for the actual AC part to kick in, but we're running. All right, I got to get my cot set up, and then we'll basically be set up for the evening. I'm just curious, with all this mesh, how much cool air we're actually going to hold in here. So we'll grab our thermometer. We got one for outside and one for inside. But you know, if we could keep it 70 degrees in here, that would be plenty. Way better than the 92 or 91 that it is outside right now. Waiting for this thing to kick on. There we go. Now we're cooling. That feels good. Well, let's get the rest of our junk. It says it's 96 degrees outside, but that was sitting in the van. Man, that feels so nice. Ouch. Did bring a little pad, so we'll see how this works. But and as far as pillow and stuff, we'll just grab what we've got in the van. Hopefully, the only problem we might have is that exit hose on this thing gets pretty dang hot. So hopefully that doesn't melt the tent, but man, I'll be able to just have this thing pointed right at me. And there's plenty of room in this tent. I wasn't sure how much room we'd actually have in here. It feels so much nicer in here already than it does outside. Kind of wild. Alright, grab my pillow. Got a camp blanket that I haven't used yet. My sister-in-law gave me this. Got like a starry night scene on there in there. You can even see it with the camera in here. Got that. I grabbed my tablet stand for later, and figured I'd grab a little chair for in here, sit down and relax in the cool weather. Haven't used this thing in a minute. And we've got a chair. Hole on the ground right there. Shablam. Not too shabby, y'all. Well, after chilling in here for probably an hour, this says it's 92 outside, 92.3, and 75.6 inside, if you guys can even see that. I don't know, but it's not doing too bad. It definitely feels way nicer in here than it does outside. Only other thing I did was I did end up tying the flaps for the rain fly down, just because the breeze would kind of blow the back one out, and then you'd get like a rush of warm air coming in here. But it's wild, you know, as I said, heat rises when you stand up. It is definitely way warmer up there, but that's to be expected. But I think it's about time to get dinner going, so we got to get the fire started. Try to get that fly out of here. I'm just gonna leave the firewood tote in here for the night. That way it doesn't get wet. I guess I can take it out for now. I brought these matches. One of y'all sent in these books of matches. So we'll see if we can just start a fire. Just light an entire book of matches and use that as a fire starter. I feel like that's gotta work, right? Although I don't know how long it's gonna burn. Why don't we get 2? I don't really have much for kindling at this spot either. I don't know if that's gonna last long enough. Oh, I'm just gonna put it out. This coal's going. Maybe. Start the other one up. What's your over under on this working? I'll step outside for 5 minutes and I'm soaking wet. Had to move the old chair to get out of the sun. It's starting to go down. It's cooling off a little bit. It feels a lot nicer out here. We are still on track to get storms tonight, so I haven't slept in the tent in a rainstorm or been in a tent in a rainstorm in quite a while, but it says 100% at midnight. So we'll see how that turns out, but I think it's probably just time to get this dinner going. What do we have at the table over here? we're gonna do, oh, got some chips, that. We're gonna do some of these Zatarain's red beans and rice. These were sent in on the last live along with these chips and some hot sauce. So I think I just need to get some water going. Oh, no, put it all in there. Need 3 cups of water. We're gonna mix in a few different things with this to start with. So I'm using these chicken sausages. These are andouille chicken sausage, which andouille sausage is like a normal thing for red beans and rice. So we'll put a couple of those in there. I'm gonna put a shot of this spicy Worcestershire sauce in there. We're gonna add a little bit of Knockshaw's swamp ass seasoning, and we'll also toss in some of these jalapenos. I think this should be pretty good. Ooh, and I got a piece of grass in there. Sweet. And some butter. It says put 2 tablespoons of butter in it. I don't know how much to put in there, but that looks like a good amount. Good amount of jalapenos, because I like it spicy. Seasoning. It says 2 tablespoons of butter, so we only need half of this thing. Butter, because butter makes it better. And then sausages. I think we'll use 2 of them. These are fully cooked, so we don't need to worry too much about it. Just chop them up and stick them in there. I don't have my pocket knife on me. Go away, flies. I get grass. Oh, it's all over the table. I was like, how do I keep getting grass all over me? Go away, fly. The Worcestershire was something I found online because I kind of searched like how to doctor up your red beans and rice, and suggested to put Worcestershire in it. So we've also got a green onion, but we'll wait till the end and chop that up and just put that on top, or some green onions. All right, it's got to go. Dang, I got another piece of grass in there. This has got to go for like 25 minutes. All right. It's only been on there for like 5 minutes, and I grabbed the lid to stir it, and I don't know if you can see it right there. It was a bit warm. Burnt my fingers pretty dang good. That was dumb. I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't really think it'd be that hot already, but dummy. Use the mitt this time around. Just let it go. All right, those are about done, or that's about done, so I'm gonna go ahead and chop up these green onions. I prefer like the green part as a garnish. If you're like cooking with them or whatever, you can use the bottom, but just cut them all even, get the tips off of there. Toss that out for the birds. Probably enough of that. I'm just over here leaking sweat. But why don't we go ahead and grab this guy? All right. What do you think it looks like? That's a little runny. Not too bad though. Give her a stir. That's hot. No reason to dirty my plate up anymore. I'll just eat it right out of the bowl. Yeah, it's warm out here. So we've got these hot sauces. We'll try one of these. But General's hot sauce. Oh. Dang. They look like little grenades. I'll have to figure out which one we want to try, because we've got this that tells us what they are. Got Dead Red, Danger Close, and Shock and Awe. Dead Red says it's a classic Louisiana style medium heat. I think that's the one we'll give a try with this. But I have a feeling it's going to be spicy anyways with everything I put in there. Yeah. Straight up looks like a grenade, like, and it's a glass grenade. I've had one of these, but it's been probably a few years at this point. Keep that with it. I don't think you got to pull the pin. I think it just twists off of there. Yep. All right. Make sure we shake this up a bit. Oop. Splattered. All right. A little bit of green onions for garnish. A little extra flavor. Let's see what this is all about. It's probably super hot. Yep. Curious how spicy it's gonna be. Pretty sure that swamp ass seasoning is pretty spicy. The Worcestershire sauce was spicy, and then we put the jalapenos in there, so everything's spicy. Hot. That's got a little kick to it as it is. Wow. That's spicier than I expected. Oh. I'm just gonna be leaking by the time we're done with this. I brought an extra t-shirt, so I'll probably change into that after we're done. That chicken sausage is tasty. Yeah, that has got some spice to it. This hot sauce might mess me up, but we'll give it a try. It smells good. It says it's a medium heat, so hopefully it's not too overpowering. It's got a decent flavor. What else did it say? Dead Red, a classic Louisiana-style medium heat red cayenne sauce made from ripe red cayennes, makes perfect mid-medium wings, ideal for pizza, barbecue, and anything that comes off a grill. Well, this is definitely not in their list of things, but I don't really even need a side dish because I'm gonna screw around and eat that whole thing. But we've got these Zach's Mighty Rolled Tortilla Chips, fiery nacho. So they're like the Doritos or the Takis that are rolled up. But we'll give them a try. Supposedly these are supposed to be pretty spicy. Yeah, it says hot on here. What's your average little tater chip? Oh, it's not bad. This is spicier than the chips are. Those are good. I like those. I'm dripping sweat already. It's gonna be real nice to go into that air-conditioned tent. But this is really good. Can't say I taste the Worcestershire in there, but I know it definitely added some flavor. The jalapenos are in there. That's really good. I've had a couple bites of those already. That's tasty. I would recommend giving this a try. Like, these are simple things that you can just doctor up however you choose. So we turn this guy on. That should help. We'll just bring all the bugs in. But maybe up here. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. There we go. Yeah, this has got way more kick to it than I thought it was gonna have. Oh, I'm stuffed. There's probably one bite left, but I'm good. Oh, that was, like, you can see how moist I am. That was way spicier than I expected it to be. I gotta get all this junk cleaned up. Oh, man. Storm's rolling in. It's gonna be fun in the tent. Can't say I've done this before in a tent. I don't believe I've ever slept in a tent during a storm like this. Oh, it feels good in here. Oof. I'm gonna have to turn this thing down. Well, as you guys can see, the storm is rolling in. I don't know how this is going to turn out in here. My biggest worry is probably where that hose goes out, that it's going to start raining and like come in there. But We'll find out, I guess. Now we're just gonna relax. What is this saying? It says it's 80 degrees, 79.5 outside, and 68 inside. If you guys can see that. But it feels way cooler than that in here, in my opinion. I mean, obviously you've got this cold air blowing right on you. That thing works great. Well, I've got my sweatpants and shorts. I'll probably rock sweatpants tonight in here with that thing going. And I got a clean t-shirt to change into. I'm gonna get changed quick. Well, the wind is picking up. This thing almost collapsed on me already. Pull that away from the side of the tent. Can you guys hear that? Yeah. Oh man, I hope we survive this one in here. I mean, if all comes to, worst comes to worst, I can always go get in the van, but that ain't cool. Yeah, that wind picked up fast. The power flashed once. I thought we lost power. This thing, the air conditioner turned on and off. It hasn't even started raining yet. Enjoy myself a movie while I can, I suppose. I don't know if I charge this thing up or not. Yeah, the wind's howling out there. Oh. Oh, come on. I may have underestimated this. All right. On Netflix, I've got a movie called Now You See Me. I believe there's 2 of them. Let's see if I can tell you what it is. It's from 2013. Charismatic. See that? That just flashed again. It's still blowing though. Maybe it's just actually the AC turning on and off. Anyways. Charismatic magician Atlas, played by Jesse Eisenberg, leads a team of talented illusionists called the Four Horsemen. Atlas and his comrades mesmerize audiences with a pair of amazing magic shows that drain the bank accounts of the corrupt and funnel the money to audience members. A federal agent, played by Mark Ruffalo, and an Interpol detective, Melanie Laurent, intend to rein in the Horsemen before their next caper, and they turn to Thaddeus, played by Morgan Freeman, a famous debunker, for help. From what I saw on there, it has really good reviews, so we'll see if we can make it through this. really hope this tent doesn't just collapse on me in the middle of the night. My wife just messaged me. Oh, the power's out at home.
Coming close.
Yeah, my power's out at my house. I just hope it doesn't break this tent. I just bought the thing. I suppose Walmart will take anything back. Holy crap. I'm not going to be able to pay attention to that right now. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm afraid it's going to collapse my tent. I might have inhaled a bug. Yeah, this tent doesn't have like any guy lines that hold the stakes or anything out. It's just the 4 stakes at the bottom. Oh. I'm glad I secured the bottom or the rain fly though. My weight in here, it's not going to fly away, but it might collapse on me if I'm not careful. Hello? Hey.
You get my message?
Yeah, I messaged you back. Yeah, we still have power here, but it's crazy windy. I'm a little worried the tent's not going to make it.
Yeah, I think you should just get in the van.
I'm not going to get in the van unless I have to get in the van. Well, we're going to find out how waterproof this thing is. I don't want to get out of here and then have it blow away. I guess the air conditioner would probably hold it in place. See what the forecast is saying now. Yeah, we're still on a severe thunderstorm watch until 3 in the morning. Yeah, it's going right over me. It's just starting. Replay. Yeah. It's just starting to go over me.
I don't even feel like I need this thing on right now. I'm gonna shut that thing off for a minute. Hear the rain. Oh, there was a flash of lightning. Ooh, there was a bright one. A little bit of thunder. Yeah, it's just blowing the walls of the tent all over the place. I mean, it's really not that much rain. I don't know if I'd be able to even fall asleep right now. Probably not. Not with the way the wind is going. Yeah, the rain's coming in a little bit heavier. Yo, this is wild. But I don't know if you can see the smile on my face. It's awesome at the same time. Like, this is exhilarating. Insane. cannot believe how windy it is. Oh! Oh! Wow. Well, I think the worst of it is past. It's still raining a little bit, and it's gonna rain for at least a couple more hours, but you can hear the thunder off in the distance and whatnot. But after that, I think I'm ready for bed, at least try to get some sleep. I wasn't sure the tent was gonna make it there for a minute, but everything is pretty dry. Like, I can feel a little bit of dampness on my quilt here, and I think it was just from stuff that was blowing in underneath that the rain fly, because the rain fly only comes down maybe an inch below the whole side of this thing. So yeah, pretty dang wild, y'all. I can't say I've ever been in a tent in a situation like that, but we'll see. I'm gonna turn my air conditioner back on, get my light shut off here, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Whoa. Oh, good morning. Oh, it's cold in here. Shut that thing off. Oh. Man, what a night. Tent is soaking wet. I can just see it. Oh, man. Go away, bug. Get out of here. Oh. Power flickered a couple times last night because that thing would like kick on and off and beep. But other than that, it was fine. But man, that storm was nuts. I can't believe it. That's probably, it's got to be the wildest storm adventure for me so far. And definitely the wildest like storm in a tent. Like I said last night, I don't remember ever being in a tent for anything like that, but this thing took it. It scared me a couple times. I thought it was going to collapse on me, but it made it through. Oh man. Ooh. I should have brought my cooler in here. I got coffee in the cooler. I don't know if you guys can hear the birds out there chirping away. Oh yeah, there's a puddle. Yeah, we're just soaking wet. Huh, feels nice out here though. Got some water on the screen. Yeah, not a bad morning. Thankfully no hail. There was hail possible in the forecast. So I haven't been getting out in the storm since the truck is down, but we got ourselves the old Dunkin'. Some breakfast in there. Oh man. Surprisingly calm this morning, and yesterday with it being 91, 92 degrees, today it's only supposed to get up into the 70s. I think today and tomorrow, so it's going to be quite a bit nicer. I did get a message from my wife that power came back on like just after 7 o'clock. That's what woke me up. So at least we've got that. If I don't have power, I don't have internet. Alright, I got some donuts. Dual filled donuts. They have Bavarian cream and chocolate in them. So they're like half and half, I guess. Haven't had a donut in a little while. Go for the chocolatey one. Ooh, it's messy. I made them extra sloppy for you. I'm curious how fast those wind gusts actually were, because obviously being in a tent, it's going to be exaggerated a bit, but it was pretty wild, man. All right, that was an adventure for sure. I don't even know what to say about it. It was a good time. Dinner was good. The storm last night was wild. I think I was cheesing through the whole thing. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and close this one out here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, stay tuned for the next adventure. I'll see you in a bit.